Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Creating with Sarah. So today's video I'm going to share with you my birthday haul. These are some items that I picked up and went shopping for myself. So if you'd like to check out some of the things that I picked up, then keep on watching. So hey there, welcome to the channel. I'm Sarah, all things creating, planning, and keeping things fun and functional here. I hope you'll stick around. I'm a crafty mama with a planning heart, and this is my love. These are some things that I picked up online and I think in Michael's. Everything else is online. So I have scrapbook.com, Amazon. Oh, and I did pick up some dies from Scrap Diva, the ones on my wish list. And I think that's it. If I miss something, I'll mention it. But let's first start with Michael's. So at Michael's, I came across some dies. So you guys know, if you are in Michael's, you know they've revamped their crafting area. They're putting out their own stuff because they had like a big clearance, and now they have their own cutting dies and embossing folders and just a bunch of crafting tools. So I decided to pick up 3. They're going to be your most affordable die right now to pick up in store. They have a good selection for starters, I think, for each season. So you may want to try there. And then Amazon's going to be your second bet, just because of what's going on with the tariff thing. Because I used to get mine off Shein, and the only reason I got mine off of there instead of Temu or AliExpress or Temu is because I already have an account with them. And they're pretty much like the same thing. I could actually find some of the dies that I could still buy off of Amazon. With everything going on, it's not the case anymore. So your best bet is going to be Michael's if you want some affordable dies. Now I haven't tried these yet, so I don't know, but I would assume they're going to be just as fine. And Amazon. So I've been shopping off Amazon to get my dies. They're a lot cheaper off of Temu, of course. Well, Shein mainly. I feel like Shein has the best prices, but I haven't purchased from them because of that whole thing. But anyways, so it looks like all the dies are $7.99. I'll put in some photos, but Michael's, it's so unfortunate because Joann's is gone. If you guys don't know, Joann's is closing, and here in the US, and one store close to me is actually closing in 2 weeks. I'm so sad. And that leaves me with only Hobby Lobby, and they have selective items. They have their own items. Basically, my store actually is not going to carry Happy Planner anymore. So what I loved about Joann's is they actually had good paper craft collections in store. And then I don't have like a scrapbooking store near me, like really close. I did find one small shop, but she's just really far. But not a whole lot of paper craft stuff. She has a lot more stamping items. But anyways, let me get back on track before I lose my train of thought. So I only have Hobby Lobby, and they have their own items, which I feel like is what Michael's is doing. But Hobby Lobby tends to have better prices, and they do the 40% off. Michael's occasionally does. I like the fact that you could do vouchers, but it takes forever just to get your voucher. And now they're doing this thing where you have to be online, you have to be on your app just to get that coupon. And that is annoying. Like, I can't stand how companies now are making you do things just to shop. It's like, don't do that. I'm already here shopping. I know what I like from your store. Don't make things more complicated. That's just how I feel. So I don't use my app 24/7 like that for Michael's. You know what I mean? I haven't really dived into that. I don't know if it's easier for some to make their shopping list, check out, and then they pick it up. It just all depends on your area, depends on the employees. So it's a whole ordeal. It's like, where is this world coming to? Anyways, wow, that's a big intro. So pretty much, I think all these were $7.99. Which is also odd because some of them have different pieces. So this one's a 15-piece flags. The reason why I got this is because I want to kind of do a Create With Me banner. And I figured I'd get this one in case you're interested and we could do it together. So this has 15 pieces. You have your triangle, pin it, You have your flags, so this you can make your banners. And what I like about these, they're not embossed or anything, and then they don't have the holes, so you can make your own holes. The two that I already have, I have one that has some scallops, but it's technically an album, but I have to like cut it out and stuff. And then the Lawn Fawn set has already the hole punches on each one. So like if I wanted to layer, I have to cover up the second holes. That makes sense. So these don't have any of that. You can just customize it the way you want. So again, you have the pennant. These are tags, and then this is flags. But you can use these as banners for your office. So that's what I've been doing, and I thought we could do one together. I'm going to do one for my 40th birthday. This is my birthday month in May. My birthday's past, but I just figured I would make one. I will have a video up of what I did in April. I didn't do too much. It's this time of year, May is just so busy. So I haven't had too much of crafting time. So I got these in case you have a die cutting machine and you want to craft along. You know, I'm not a pro or anything. I just like to do this for fun. But I will definitely share. And yeah, you have to have a cutting machine to do that. And I love the fact that they actually have two different sets. So I'll put in another photo of the other one. I just thought I would get this one because of the flags. Flag banners are really cute. I don't have the pennant looking one. And I think I do have a set of the tags though, the big jumbo tags. So that way you're able to get them if you have a Michaels near you, or you can get them offline, I hope. Okay, so I got that one, and then I picked up these two. Again, they have other ones. I just thought I would pick ones that I don't have in my collection. So this first one's really, really cute. It's different sizes of like an Instastack camera frame, so to speak. So what's cool about this, it's going to be a really thick cutout right here. So you can put a sticker over that if you want to like name your photo or write it in. Like if you did these in black and then use like gel pen, I think that would be really, really cute spread for your planner or for memory keeping, or for if you're making an album. And then it has like for scrapbooking, and then it has these film strips. It's really, really cute. Now I know this is really tiny. I think some of these could work for an Instastack if you have like an Instastack camera, or if you have the Canon Ivy or something. You can also use like apps. Pic Collage is what I use to kind of put my pictures together, and then sometimes I'll get them sent to Walgreens because I only have the Canon Ivy. It only puts out one photo at a time. And then these, I just thought maybe, I know they're really tiny for photos, but you could make it work and just do a small collage, and then you would have to hand cut everything. I was going to test something. I thought about using a die, and then instead of using paper, I would use my photo, because I've never done that. So I think it should cut through. So that's an idea. So I got this, hoping this summer I can do a lot of scrapbooking. My kids are a lot older, more time for myself now. I have more time for scrapbooking, especially when they were little, because I missed that. And then this one is just palm leaves. I thought this would be cute. I could punch this out in pattern paper, pink monsters, or green, or I don't know. I think it would be really fun to have that on some, just have them punched out. Again, you can use these for anything. That's what I love about paper crafting. But if you're a planner or decorative planner, you can use these for your spreads. But you do have to have a die cutting machine. I have the Cuttlebug. I think that's what it's called. I always forget what it's called. I can pick it up. I'll show you. It's heavy, but it's a small portable one. Yeah, it's called the Cuttlebug. It's very old. It's from Cricut. So if your Joann's is still open and they have cutting machines, I would definitely try there. eBay has a bunch. Because I was looking to see if I needed to replace my Cuttlebug, if you want to get one on a good deal. I got that at Michael's. I got these sequins. I just thought these were really cute. I bought this for, you can use it for embellishments for cards, tags, scrapbooking, shakers. That's what I was trying to get to make shakers. Okay, so that's from Michael's. This I got from Michael's. It says it's a little cake, happy birthday cake. It's a silver charm. I'm gonna put this on my paper clip to make paper clip charms for my planner. So it's gonna go in my little pocket planner. I think it's gonna be adorable. This was actually a good deal for a booklet sticker book because I think I've seen this at Joann's, but not the one next to me. There's like a bigger Joann's in Laguna, and I was gonna go back there, but their store is different. So some Joann stores are on a different time frame, and so their discounts are different. So it still hasn't dropped. I think it was like $20. And I was like, what? I'm pretty sure this is the same sticker book, and it was $6.99 at Michael's. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a good deal. So I know this is not a grown woman's thing, but I can't help it. I bought Care Bear stickers last year for my birthday, just out and about. That's just what I like to do. I don't know. I think I should do more in my life. But anyways, they were just sticker sheets, and I did a birthday spread in my Erin Condren, and it was just super cute. And then I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't even want to use it. It's so dang cute. I think I should get another one if they're $6.99. So I bought this. This is so cute. I love Care Bears. They're just the cutest. And I love like the whole rainbow thing. So I bought that for myself. That was at Michael's. So that was everything at Michael's, I think. Next thing I have is scrapbook.com and Amazon. We'll do Amazon last because that's the biggest order. So from scrapbook.com, they have been doing a bunch of deals, but I have been missing out on the freebies because I'm so slow at making my mind up. I'll have it in my cart, and then I go to look, and they're already sold out. So if you want some of the freebies they have, and you can do multiple, which is really nice of them, of the freebies, definitely do that. This was actually a deal, though. I think it was a deal set. So it was this whole set here, and it was only $16. So yeah, I had some of the freebies in, but they already sold out by the time I went to check out. This is a birthday set, and I think it was part of like a live, and sometimes when they do these live kits, they discount them. So I have party fans, birthday tassel banners, because you might get these separately. I don't know, but I got 2 dies and this one. So they just put them together because I bought this. This was on my wish list. So it was the 2 dies and this Fresh Duo card set. Let me take this out. For $16. That's a good deal for 2 dies and this small A2. I think this is an A2 size. What's this one here? Fresh Duo. Smooth cardstock, 5 sheets of each color. So I'm not going to open it. Well, it opened anyways, but so this is for making cards, but I figured I could use them for die cutting. I don't really have to use them for cards. They're just cut out for you already for like a mat backing for your card. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like a photo mat. You know, when you use a mat for your photo, it's kind of the same thing for your card. But look at all these colors. I love this. And I just love the smell of paper. Okay, this one's been on my wish list. I see a lot of card makers or paper crafters highly talk about this pastel glossy cardstock. I've never used glossy cardstock. And they do have different sizes. So if you want, I think they had a 6x8. I don't know if there was a bigger size than a 6x8. If there was I don't think there was a 12x12. But this small pack, well, I don't know if I would consider it small pack, but it was $9.99. So look how glossy this is. I've never used glossy, but people rave about this. It looks good in their projects. So it's like it's a glossy laminated paper. It's really thick and shiny. It's not, it's just cardstock. You would think that it was a sticker, but it's glossy like a photo. That's interesting. So look at these colors. They're so pretty. It's just a fun, shiny base for your project. So I'm intrigued. I can't wait to use that. And I wonder if they have a pastel, like just basic, but love their paper. Okay, for the dies, again, it's just a little tassel, so you can do a bunch of tassels, and I could do them with the glossy. That would look so cute on a banner. So this is another reason why I like die cutting and paper crafting. It's such a fun way to decorate your office. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Here's the tassel, and then these are the banners, and the letters, you can cut those out. And then you just have this one by itself. So that's neat. And then this is party fans. I like that I have different sizes, and I just think that's so cool. So I got that from scrapbook.com. That's going to be fun. I did get a lot of birthday themed stuff. Only because to add on to my planner, and then I want to make a banner for my office to decorate just for fun. Okay, so we'll do Scrap Diva, and the rest of it is Amazon. So from Scrap Diva, she's here on YouTube. She's been a paper crafter for a long time, and then she started her own business, which is really cool. And she's on Instagram. So I picked up these open petal flowers. Now I am a newbie to flowers, and there are some amazing paper crafters out there. Things I've been seeing, I'm just like, wow, how do you make that? I need a tutorial, please. I love the shape of the flowers. They're like see-through. I don't know if that makes any sense. They're called open petals, and then they add some other pieces to the center, and I didn't know that. So now I got to find the little pieces that go in there. You can paper piece. I think these are the pieces that you layer, but they look like real flowers. So I just have to find those pieces. And I just thought that would be pretty. I can make Mother's Day cards and use them for next year, or tags. I don't know. I just thought these flowers looked really pretty. And then I've been wanting these. Oh my gosh. So these are paper clip sets. I wish they'd come out with different shapes, but I'm okay with hearts. Really cute. So these are paper clip, heart-shaped paper clips. This small one here. And you can layer it with these hearts. I like that these have stitching. So sometimes dies have embossing to them, and sometimes they have stitching. And it just gives it great dimension when they do that. Like these here are just, it just says paper clip set. So these are a little different. They're more like a boxy set. I'm just making that up, but you know what I mean. It's boxy. And then these layering pieces are like doilies with little scallops. Isn't that cool? So that's gonna be really, really cute. Yeah, I would love like some stars or circles, just different shapes of paper clips, especially for a planner like me. So those are on my wish list. So I picked up those, and she's very good with shipping. Like it gets to you really quick. Oh my gosh, look at this set. I've been looking for some fun sticky notes. I used to get a bunch of mine from Walmart, and Walmart's just been blah too with stationery stuff. I went down the rabbit hole on Amazon. This company here does a bunch of different shapes, but I just decided to get the hearts, and I didn't realize how large they were, but I think all my basic Post-its are downstairs at my family office, but I think this is the standard size. I guess because they're just in this package, they look huge, but I think this is the standard size. But look how cute these are. I just love this. I love all the different colors, especially like these two. You don't see too much of these two colors, I think. Well, I guess in a heart shape. I don't know. So I got these. I think these were like $6.99. And then we'll do dies, and I'll show you guys the pens. I really don't need any more pens, but I just thought I would pick them up. I don't need more pens. Okay, so I picked up this fun scallop card set die. So this is going to be really helpful just to take this paper, I think. So I don't have to cut anything down and I can just cut out my frames. Super, super easy. So this is meant for card making, but of course you can use it for whatever. You know what would be cute? Making your own photo mat frames, actually, for inside your frames. Well, of course, for, what is this, 4x6? You could use it for, no, not a 4x6. Yeah, this would fit in a 4x6. It should fit in a 4x6 frame. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I got that from Amazon, and let me know if you are a crafter and you want any links. I'll try to add them to my store front. Then I haven't done a review yet. I think I talked about this last time in my Amazon, like you can get everything for under $7 with the crafting items. This Globland, oh, some of you said you have used them and you like them. So they are a cheaper stamping company and they are silicone, but some of them come with dies, which is a bonus because it is easier to use dies with stamps. But they can be a little expensive, but I am being a little thrifty and going through Amazon and saving a lot that come with the dies. So I think this together was like $8. That's a good deal. I know these are silicone, but silicone does work. But if you're someone who gets a little frustrated with stamping, you might want to go photopolymer because you always get a clean stamp with photopolymer. With silicone, you don't. You have to have certain inks and patience. But yeah, if you're just doing this for fun, I think silicone's fine, and getting a coordinating die is such a bonus. So this one's really, really cute. I thought I would use this for Mother's Day stuff, and just, I don't know, just crafting something. I would love to cut these out, color them up. You could put other things in these cups instead of the flowers. That's what they had examples of, is putting these bouquet of flowers on the teacups. You have this tiny little tea bag. I think I can cut that out. Oh yeah, here it is. That is just so fun. So I got that one. And then this came in a set. This is all birthday stuff. And this as well, this brand I'm trying to try out as well, they're silicone. So I thought this was fun. This one I don't think this one came with a die. But I have fun cupcakes, a banner, sprinkles. Again, I could get a better stamp set that's photopolymer, but I just thought I would pick it up, mainly because it came with this and this one came with a die. I think that was just a bonus. So this one, yeah, I have the cake. I have the happy birthday just on its own, not for the sentiment stamps. I do have the cupcake. I have a present. I have the smaller present. So these you have to take apart. Ooh, I get the candles, and each candle's different, has a different design. So I guess I should show you the stamp first. So we have some sentiments. We have these larger sprinkles, some birthday presents, candles, and cake and cupcake. So I thought that's really fun. I think this set was also $7 or $8, which is not bad for all that. And then it's the same brand, but this was actually just dies. And I don't have too many. I have some birthday stuff, but not dies. Not just plain dies. Yeah, so I don't know what this brand, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but anyways. So this one's really, really cute. This one has a teddy bear and some presents, some flags, a candle, a hat, and of course some of this has like stitch and embossing. Like, I'm hoping the teddy bear is gonna look cute. You have examples, but you never know, you know. Some of it could be misleading, but I like when customers actually share a photo. But just a lot of different birthday images, and then balloons. And look how tiny this one is. That's so great. But I will have to take these apart And I like to share this before I start using it so you guys see what it looks like before. So what you do is you have to take this out. This one's pretty thin, so you can just twist it, but you do need a tool. I will put this in my crafting tools. I may have a category for crafting tools, so you guys can pick this up because these are not the easiest to find. But you want to do this downward in a trash can or have like a trash bag or something, because they do tend to pop. Like, they just go crazy. But you do want to try to cut these little pieces off, because it doesn't take, sometimes it doesn't take the whole entire wire off, or I don't even know what to actually call it. Because when you run this through, it's going to pierce your paper and you're going to have a hole. So you'll have to take your little cutting wire cutter. I think that's what these are called. They're not really called like die cutting. So you can either, I'm kind of afraid to do it because I don't want it popping, because usually I do these in the trash can. But that's what you'll do. You'll just cut that and it'll come off. You can either like cut it, or you can teeter-tot it and just like twist it. But yeah, I'll have to take all those apart, and I'll quickly share with you how I've been storing these, because I have been buying some dies if you've seen my other crafting videos, because I have to organize this stuff. So I have purchased these albums, and this is a good price. This is $16, and you don't have to build anything. It comes like this. So here are all my dies that I've shared previously. Some are from Amazon and some of them from Shein before all that stuff happened. I'm honestly glad I did do all that before. So I have some left. I'm going to organize it better. I think I'm going to do it by season and then do like celebration. Have one for just celebration. But this is such a good deal. And of course it does get a little heavy because, you know, it's got dies in it and it has magnetic, but you don't have to build anything. It comes just like this, except for, you know, you got to buy your dies. I forgot I had this on the side because this actually did not get sent to me, probably because of how small it was. It was supposed to be with these two orders. So they resent it for free and it was amazing. I haven't had any issues with Amazon. But it's just a small happy birthday die cut. Let me get some scissors. And I think it's a shadow die, word die. So a shadow word die just means that you can, kind of like if you guys have watched my other videos, I purchased some Easter word dies, and it has the backing and then the inside. So I don't know. I hope that makes sense. So I can cut out 2 layers of this. Here's the front, but you can't really see it. So I got that one. Last die, so random. It was in, again, my wish list. This is from KS Crafts. This is a company that I really, really like. Unfortunately, again, with everything going on, a lot of her stuff has been sold out on Amazon. So like she had this really cute birthday launch theme for May. It was already sold out, and so I don't know when she's bringing stuff back in. And then the delivery time is, oh my gosh, super, super long. And that's another reason why I decided to buy from Amazon for dies, essentials, because of the fast shipping. It's like June until this stuff gets here. I will still purchase from her. So this is a coffee set. And this is the company that she's actually here on YouTube. She's on YouTube and Instagram, and she has a Facebook group. But I bought a lot of my Easter dies from her. So this is a coffee banner. So there are 2 pieces for layering. So like this is the base of the cup. This is the stitch of the cup. So I layer that. This is a coffee frap. So this is the top. And then I have a coffee bean, and then I just think it's cute. I love coffee. So I don't know, I just thought this was cute. We'll see how I use this. But I have used the Easter one. Again, it has the bunnies, the carrots, and the egg, and then it has another piece that you can layer something on top. That's the stitching part. So I hope that makes sense. And you can always cut these if they're too long to be placed in your planner, or if you're using them for your planner, you can just cut them. Because this one's a pretty big banner than the Easter one. The images are a little larger. So yeah, I just thought this coffee theme was so cute, so I got that. Lastly, I got pens. Oh my gosh, I don't need any pens, but Rytech had a sale on these Ombre Space Up gel pens. They're in the color black. And this is a 0.5. They kind of look like the ones I already have, but they're a different type of pen. I mean, they look different, so we'll see. And then I got two pens that are really known. Yeah, they're from Japan. Ooh, okay. So these little caps are on top of here, I guess, for protection. And they just fell everywhere. These little caps, I think were on the Zebra Click Art pens, weren't they? I remember these little caps from another time. Okay, so twin ball nib for much smoother ink flow, lifting clip. Okay, I think that's what this is different. It just has like, oh, yeah, it's just built differently. I don't know, like, can this still clip to paper? Oh yeah, okay. Interesting. So it's just a fun maneuver with the side clip. So when you click, and it's not a silent clicker. You know, some of the Rytech pens are silent clickers, so they don't annoy people. And these are super, super smooth, and they have like an ombre spray design on the barrels. I wonder if they're supposed to like resemble a rocket or something because they're called Space Up. No. Yeah, so they look like the ones I already have. Do I have one near me? I don't have all of them over here, but I do have this one. So these are like their cousins. These are the silent click ones. These are really great. Rytech's great. So I just thought, why not? And they do have the little, oop, I'm just gonna throw these away. These little caps. They have the little red protective grip. I'm just gonna get a little post-it here and do a little doodle. Yep. Rytech is so nice. Their pens are so smooth. I really like them more than the Sharpies S gels. Okay, these are awesome. So some new fun ombre birthday pens. I think these were like $6. Really like these pens. Super good deal. Okay, the next two are Japan pick. Juice. This is Pilot. This is Pentel. This is a colored set, but it's in a 0.38, which I have the uni ones. These are a 0.38. They're really, really nice. They're just really nice if you're someone who writes really big. Now, I've never tried these colored ones. I have the black ones, but I think they're in a 0.4. And I hear people rave about the juice pens, but I've not had one in a 0.38. They're very opaque. Of course, that's black. Let's try. I'm just curious about this blue one. It feels a little scratchy. I just want to try it on the Erin Condren paper. Let's try another one. I just know this video is going to be super long. Ooh, this one's nice. Yeah, you know what? So I have the gel Sakura pins. I don't know how to say it. I apologize. It's late, but swatching those, the color or the ink flow was not the best. These are really pretty pens, by the way. They have like a grip here, so it's a clear barrel. It is a clicker. It does have this spring clip here, and I wonder if you can change these out. I don't know, but it has like this translucent grip. It's kind of pretty. I don't know, I was curious about these. These also come in, let's try these pinks. These also come in a 0.5 I saw. Okay, these are two different pinks. Oh, they actually have names on them too. Baby pink and coral pink. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I do like these. Ooh, this one's really nice. Why did I do that? You see how random I am? I am not a perfectionist. I am so random. My test swatching is bad. Ooh, this is baby pink. Yeah, baby pink is nice. The corals are really nice. They actually have the colors down. What was this one? Green. Yeah, that green's pretty. This is light blue. Yeah, these those other pens that I have, I think they're also by Japan. Or is it Zebra? Zebra is Japan. They make a lot of stationery. I can't keep up. I just know these you cannot really get in store. This is something that maybe I've seen Jet Pens review, but I think you can only get these in Japan. But you can buy them off Amazon, which is nice. I bet you could get them cheaper in Japan. But yeah, these are really, really great. Let me just show you the pens. Okay, I have this little pouch. I have a bunch of these. These are by Erin Condren. They don't sell these anymore. I bought a whole bunch so I could organize stuff in. I have a bunch of pens organized in here. That's why I have a lot of pens. I have pens everywhere. So I bought these. No, I didn't buy these. My husband went to Japan last year. I can't believe it's already been a year. He took my daughter, my oldest, for her graduation as a graduation gift, and he brought me back some stationery stuff. I hope I can have the courage one day to fly that long. I've never been on a plane that long. I think my longest flight has been Florida from Texas, and I think that's like 4 hours. He brought me back these pens because, again, I've heard people rave about Juice. This one says Juice Up. Are they Juice Up? This one just says Juice. This says Juice Up. I don't know. These are in a 0.4. They're in like a pastel set. They're in a heavier barrel. They're super sleek. Japan just has a nice way of like making stationery items. But these, which I think are by Zebra, sometimes can be scratchy. I have the milk set. And then some I got at Go Wild. I can't remember. I think I bought the milk set here in like Target or something. But then I think the rest of my stuff except for the juice ones. Those are from Japan. These glitter ones, yeah, they're zebra. They tend to be a little scratchy as a gel set. Like, I have the whole color, and I think these maybe 0.5, and that's crazy for a 0.5. I really like these. These are really nice. Okay, so I like those. I'm happy about those. Last ones I got, actually, I had these in my favorites, but then I saw another planner, Elizabeth, on, well, she's here, YouTube and Instagram. She had shared these, so I guess she had just gotten them herself, and I was curious about them, so I asked her, and she's like, they're great. And I really think these are for black paper more. They're like a neon. Okay, this is supposed to like pop back. So, sorry. You get 7 colors. It says Sweet Set. It's Pentel Matte Hop. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, so this is not like a full-on fancy review. Again, this is just like a haul. We're first time and trying, first impressions. But they're like, what were those pens back in the day? They were like really skinny like this. The tips are really heavy because of the caps, I think. But they kind of give like a comic vibe. Their intensity is supposed to be really nice. But I think mainly for, oh my gosh, these look like really old school pens from like the 90s. Yeah, okay. Did this, see, all of this is in Japanese. I don't remember. If I can find it, I'll put like the size. If there's, oh, here we go. That's what I was gonna guess. 1.0, like a basic ballpoint pen. But oh my gosh, the intensity is amazing. I don't know if you guys can see that. Remember when, is it Papermate Flair came out with some pens like this? Oh, I didn't even test smear. Okay, this one's a little smeary, but I just used that one. Maybe you gotta let it dry. Oh my goodness. It looks good on white paper too. But, well, I was gonna say, I think they're, when I saw them advertised on Amazon, they showed up really well on black paper. So, you know, if you do blackout layouts, but I could use these for those dies, for the photo dies. That would look so cool. So I only got the 6 set. I think they are 7, sorry. I think they had larger sets. Wow, looks like chocolate brown. I don't know why you would use brown though. And then this cream colored white. Whoa. Kind of gives a little yellow, but it's supposed to be like a cream color. I definitely like the you know, more bold, bright colors. I could have lived without these. Could have gave me a different color. I think they're primary. Is that what the other set was? So these are amazing. Oh my gosh. They're not like a fine tip though. They are 1.0. And they dry quick. You notice that I did smear that one as I was using it. So you kind of want to let them dry, but they dry fast. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that they show up really well on the white paper. But yeah, they remind me of those other pens that came out that I bought at Target. I think it was the Papermate Flairs. It was like a bright gel pen set just behind me somewhere. So I really like these. These are fun. I think these did well in the Papermates. I think those skipped a lot. if I can remember when I did that pen video. That was like a while back. You could use these for coloring for stamping, I think. Not just for writing, but also they have it like advertising for coloring, illustration, doodling in your notebook or something type of thing. That's cute. It's just the brown works really nice. The cream, not so much. Probably better on black paper, but then you wouldn't, I don't think you would be able to see. I'm just guessing. I don't have any black paper over here at the moment. But that's just a fun find of pens. I think that would be, that's a good birthday gift. Even though I don't need any pens. Pen collection is outrageous. This is why I try to use all my pens. I try to rotate through my stuff. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all of the birthday stuff. Got some fun sticky notes, got some new pens. Super excited to try those out. Now I have to look back to see if they had other colors. Card essential stuff. Fun sticker book. Little cute birthday charm. Alrighty friends, so thanks so much for sticking with me in this video. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed your time. Be sure to like and subscribe. I love to have you here. Leave me some comments about this haul and what you think. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care, stay safe, and happy planning and crafting. Bye friends.